Live from the City of Angels here on Sunday morning. You're watching Breaking Box Office on MMT. Straight to the disastrous news for Lionsgate. What a year they have not had. You guys, we're talking about another bomb. This one we saw coming. I mean, guys, if you've not suffered through Megalopolis at this point, you never understand just how truly atrocious that film is. Guys, it's not a joke, right? I mean, tonight we're going to go off on a bunch of people who are somehow, I don't know what's going on, because when you watch this movie, there's not even a question that what you are enduring is something of a next level putrid. And there's people defending this film, and I won't stand for it. It's not going to happen. Tonight's going to be a rage-a-thon. We're going to take out Grace Randolph and everybody who says, this film's good. It's art. You guys are the dumbest MFers on planet Earth to even usher a statement that is remotely tangential to this is a good film. It bombed with $4 million this weekend. This is truly one of the largest budgets to ever go this low. It might be, if not the biggest. I mean, at $120 million, right, for $4 million debut, this could be the biggest bomb of all time. When you look at this from a number standpoint, remember, though, that Coppola funded this film. So as much as you want to hammer Lionsgate here for the terrible year they've had, right, when you go back and you look at Borderlands, that's a film they financed, at least some of it. And that film lost them so much cash, right? Then you look at The Crow, another bomb for them. Then smaller films like The Killer's Game and Never Let Go, on and on. Lionsgate is, I've said this how long? How often have we said this here in MMT? They are the 100th place studio in a 6-studio town. They aren't even registering at this point. How that office has anybody going in with a job tomorrow is beyond my comprehension. But remember, they did not finance this film. Francis did. He sold his winery, used some of the profits to finance this $120 million film. Also, when Lionsgate said, we'll take it, Francis said, I'll pay for the advertising, the P&A. I'll go ahead and pay for the marketing. So really, I don't even need much from you other than to help me get it into theaters. And Lionsgate, God, why? Said yes. And IMAX, listen, I'm going to hammer IMAX here for a second. I'll go again at them tonight. IMAX is the medium of choice in film, right? Everybody wants to see a film in IMAX these days, even if the film's not IMAX. I want to see The Wild Robot in IMAX. No reason to see that film in IMAX. I mean, yeah, it looks fine, looks good. I mean, there's still, you don't have to, but everybody flocks to IMAX. And you're going to put that piece of shit, Megalopolis, on IMAX? What are you doing down at headquarters here in Marina Del Rey, about 20 minutes from my place? You're making decisions to put Megalopolis on IMAX? You should say no. You guys control the medium. You can say no. I don't care if it's Coppola. That's what we're going to do tonight. I'm going to destroy more people who continue to overvalue and give some kind of sign, an instant value to a film based on the legacy of the filmmaker. Never. Ferrari's bad. This is atrocious. You don't just say Michael Mann, Coppola, Ridley Scott. You don't just say, oh, instantly it's a good film. Like our Pulitzer Prize winning Justin Chang, who's seen it twice and says, oh, you should see Megalopolis because it's art. They should instantly, the Pulitzer Prize should take that away from him. They should instantly, Gary, it's gone. Goodbye. No more Pulitzer Prize. We are rescinding that trophy. We are rescinding the offer. I think he already has it, but either way, we are reclaiming the prize because you just recommended Megalopolis. People come after me all the time. Weber this, Weber that. First of all, I don't have a Pulitzer, but I can tell you this. If I recommended Megalopolis, I would give it back just because I know I fucked up. And Justin Chang, do the right thing. Give your Pulitzer back for telling people to see the worst film ever made. I will destroy this film tonight. Again, we're going to hammer Grace Randolph. More on the Pulitzer Prize winner. All of that tonight. I got to get into the numbers. I'm sorry, guys. You don't understand what it does to me to watch these tweets come in from people defending this film, saying this is art. I've got two big ones tonight. I'm just going to obliterate these people because I'm telling you, they're not playing with a very educated deck of cards. They're playing with, I don't even know what they're doing. I mean, these people are operating from a mental standpoint that I can't even access. These people are frankly not all there. It's just because this film is right there for you to see how terrible it is. It's not, it's right there. 4 million on the debut. Let's switch to The Wild Robot and we go to its number of 35 million. That is an outperform, as we like to say. This film was supposed to come in about 25 to 30, so it's up to 35. I think it could even go higher if Transformers 1 had not been in the marketplace. Now, remember, Transformers 1 underperformed, and wait till you see the fall off in the second weekend. We'll get to that in a second. But this film, I think, is another overrated film. Okay, when you look at, I know we're doing numbers here. I'm going to break down the demographics. Just give me a second. If you guys, we got to, listen, man, we got to get a handle on this shit. When you come out of The Wild Robot and you're put in the same category of Wall-E or an Iron Giant, it's not even anywhere near that. Okay, no, don't do that. Okay. This is a faux emotion. This is a film that forces you into situations of, oh, isn't that adorable? Isn't this how I should feel? There's also some propaganda in this film, right? Listen, you've got the submerged Golden Gate Bridge. You've got a lot of climate change stuff in there, okay? However you feel about it, that's messaging. You guys understand that that's messaging? You need to understand that, okay? Some of you don't get when people are messaging to you and it goes over your head and you're just like, oh, that doesn't really matter. I had someone say, well, the submerged Golden Gate Bridge is just one thing. It's just one thing? You're not telling me that's messaging? What is wrong with you, man? These people. This is, by the way, the breaking box office is now turned into, before it was just numbers and we're out of here. Now it's turning into me ranting and raving about various things as we go over the numbers, which I think is a better show. Because before it was just like, here are the numbers. Back to The Wild Robot, $35 million. That is above, again, expectations. 52% male, 25% plus 58%. So it skewed older, you know, it's skewed to the Wall-E crowd and the Iron Giant crowd. They're expecting that film. They didn't get it. I don't think it's a bad film, but guys, come on. If this is the best animated film of the year, it's a terrible year, and it is a terrible year for film. There's been a few exceptions, such as The Substance, which held very well this weekend at minus 44, which is solid. But there haven't been a whole lot of great films. I mean, Deadpool and Wolverine is one of the best films of the year. From entertainment value, no question. Here are the demos. 12 and under, 23%. 13 to 17, 5%. 18, 24, 13%. 25, 34, 21%. And then you look at the 35 plus at 37%. So it's skewed older. I mean, yeah, there's families, but isn't that interesting to look at that? Caucasian 42, Hispanic 29, African-American 8, Asian 18, and other 4%. Those are our demographics. And the per screen average was $8,800, which is okay. Remember, whenever you're talking about a big opening film, you're 20,000 plus per screen. So this is 8,800. Give you an idea when we talk about just how big the film was. Yes, it's number one, but you guys understand that we're better than movie math, right? I mean, the fact that I even have to say I'm better than Grace Randolph is kind of like degrading to me as a person. So the fact that anyone even considers that is very hurtful. There's a lot of hurtful things that people have said to me. That would be number one. You're not as good as Grace Randolph. Oh, shit. Are you fucking kidding me? You're going to do that to me? That's savage. That is truly savage. Number two is Beetlejuice Beetlejuice, down only 33%. This film has $250 million banked stateside alone. Here is the international number as well: 123.2 overseas, 373.3 total on Beetlejuice. But these holds are strong because, listen, it's kind of a Halloween film, right? It is. And we're coming up on Halloween. So kudos to Warner Brothers for finally getting something right this year. They didn't get Trap right. They didn't get Horizon right. Oh, Horizon's bad. Not as bad as Megalopolis. That's another level. Guys, listen, there's bad films and then there's Megalopolis, which is unwatchable, and anyone defending it, it's done. I actually like when people recommend a film like Megalopolis because it instantly wrecks, detonates, nukes anything they have to say in the future. Like Justin Chang and his Pulitzer Prize basically might as well be a 5th grade trophy that you won at the yard day where you throw bean bags. Remember that day? Field day. That's what it's worth now after recommending Megalopolis. This is just the weird. I just started to do numbers and now we're just riffing and ramming on people. That's what we do. That's what we enjoy doing. Beetlejuice 16 million. And again, the overseas number here is not as strong as the domestic, right? It's half. We usually want to see a 50-50 or a 40 domestic, 60 international. Here, we're looking at a 66 domestic, 33 international. So it's not traveling as well. But either way, I think Warner Brothers is cool with $373.3 million on a worldwide total on this as it continues to hold well. Number 3 is Transformers 1. And when you look at Transformers 1, this is a film that dropped 62%. That's bad. I mean, guys, I called this, did I not? I told you, who wants to see another Transformers movie, let alone an animated one? I don't care how good it is. Y'all, it's good. I don't care. I'm not seeing it. I'm not watching this film. It's dead. It was dead. 24 million was, I guess, way better than it really should be. Who wants this? Don't tell me it's good. I don't want to hear it. I'm talking from a marketing standpoint. And by the way, if I have to listen to one more person tonight, I'm going to drag another person who's like, well, there was no advertising. Well, you clearly live in LA where there's buses that say Transformers 1 plastered all over them, signs, bus stop posters, billboards, all that stuff. They're everywhere. So what are you talking about? That's the lamest thing. It's always these weirdos who hide behind an avatar on Twitter like, well, there was no advertising. You should have they have an avatar of some like anime person because in real life they're not that incredible. So they're like, let me hide behind an avatar of some anime badass because in real life I'm not that person. Oh my God, this channel's just savage. It is what it is. Let's go to the next. Number 4 was Devara Part 1. It says the dude from RRR in it, right? One of the actors. I didn't see it. It's 3 hours long, guys. Unless this film is a class, I'm now at the point where I'm drawing a line. I'm saying no to some films. 3 hours. I already sat through Megalopolis at 2:15, which felt like 17 hours. It's a lot to ask. And this year, I'm not going to see every film, certainly not every film in the award space, unless I think that I'm going to get something from it. I'm going to come out of it and say, this is a great film or one of the best films of the year. I'm not sitting through this shit. I'm just drawing a line like Transformers 1. I don't want to see it. Don't care how good you tell me it is. Don't care. I'm not watching it. I grew up with Transformers. I don't care what story you attach to it. I don't want to watch Autobots and Decepticons and their origin story. I don't want to see it. I don't want to fucking see it. Do you understand, guys? You have to want to see these things. And I think that's the thing, going back to the person who complains about, we're still talking about Devara, by the way. You talk about the person who's like, well, there's no advertising for Transformers 1. There was. No one wanted to see it. I don't care how much you shove advertising in someone's face. If the movie's not good / people don't want to see it, in this case, sounds like the film's solid. If they don't want to see it, they don't want to see it. How do people not understand that? Do we live in do you want to live in China? You must go see this movie, old Russia. Well, current Russia. You must go see the movie. I don't even know what this accent is. You have to go. That's how some of these people operate. Like, no, I don't have to go. I don't have to go see Transformers 1. It's not an moral imperative that I see these things. I won't do it. So Devara is 3 hours, and it's only part 1. I'm not sitting through 6 hours of movie. These filmmakers need to get their shit together. I'm not sitting here watching this shit. Speak No Evil, down only 26%. Beneficiary of no other horror product in the marketplace. And that is a smart move by Universal. Scheduling on this was perfect. I don't hate the film. I like the first half more than the second half. I wish it was nastier. And I know the original apparently is. I still haven't watched it. Sorry, lazy. I've got Joker tomorrow night. Excited about that. You guys excited to see Joker tomorrow night? Who's going? We're going to do a live stream tomorrow night, live here from Los Angeles about 10 o'clock at night. It's going to be a late one, like 1 in the morning for those of you on the East Coast. Here's your top 10 one more time. Let's go through it. Wild Robot, number one, $35,800 per screen. We go to number 2, Beetlejuice, minus 38. That is very strong. Now at $250 million stateside. Transformers 1 down 62%. That's the big takeaway with 9,300, 9.3 million. And Devara Part 1 at 5.1, about 5,000 per screen on that. Not bad. Speak No Evil, number 5. Megalopolis there at number 4, 2,100 per screen. Ugh. Yikes. That's bad. I mean, I can't wait to hammer this film again tonight and to bring up tweet after tweet of completely clueless people who are defending this film as good. Imagine having the balls to defend a movie and not just say it's great, but like, it's good, you guys. What's wrong with you? It's good. Deadpool Wolverine, $631 million here. Stateside, right behind Barbie at this point. It's right there. Who called that, by the way? Who was right? Weber was right again every time. It doesn't get old. I'm always, my batting average is 998. My old ass. I didn't see it. I've heard it's pretty solid. Maybe I'll get around to it. At this point, I just feel like it's already old, so I don't want to see it. Just like the movie. It's old and my old ass. 2.8 million total on that one. Never Let Go is at number 9 at 8.2, and The Substance down 44% with 1.8. Remember, though, as we spin things, remember The Substance is only at 1,000 per screen. So you see what I'm saying? You've got people like ERC, the box office authority. Fucking hate that guy. Here's the thing. We're the box office authority. He knows it. Everybody should know that. But here's the reality is that when it's $1,000 per screen, you really shouldn't be talking about much else. Does that make sense to you guys? It's all about how you remember. We don't spin shit here. We're going to tell you what the reality of it, and the number $1,000 per screen is not good. Animotion, we'll talk about this tomorrow night. Joker 2 will be interesting. I feel like there's no real, it's weird. There's not a lot of buzz for this film. You can feel it. I'm very good at tapping into the zeitgeist. Like I can just burrow in and then get a sense of what's going on. And I'm telling you, it's not there. Now, a lot of you are going to see it tomorrow. That's sold out at a lot of places, especially here in LA. But you go start to look at some of those theaters outside. It's not sold out. In Phoenix, I was looking around. It's not sold out. That's weird. They should have walked out, Tom. It's terrible. We're going to listen. Everyone's using it now, so it is what it is. Here, wait, what? Oh, Tom, Dan, welcome, guys. It's definitely not meaningful or thought provoking. It's one of the worst films I've ever sat through. Anyone who sat through it, guys, tonight, let's just have some fun here tonight. Let's hammer Megalopolis for like an hour straight with everybody that says it's good. We'll drag them. We'll take Justin Chang's Pulitzer away. At least we'll start a petition to have it removed, because at this point, once this happens, we have to go ahead and take drastic measures when you're recommending a film as odious, as unwatchable, as embarrassing as Megalopolis. We'll discuss it tonight along with Grace Randolph live. Well, I'll do her live. Wait, that didn't come out right. Just forget what I just said. We'll do Grace Randolph live tonight. Still didn't work. I'll see you later tonight. Peace out. Live from LA.